All right, so Jim, I'm really big into fashion, and one thing that I like when it comes to wrestling is the Big Ten Conference has its own unique sense of style. So what are some things that stand out from your standpoint when it comes to the singlets and the attire?
Well, I'm probably the last guy that you'd want to talk to when it comes to fashion here, but I do like my, my gear here that I showed up here with. But I kind of rank. I'm just going to, you asked me to do this, so I'm going to rank what my favorite looks are here, and I'm going to start off here with the Rutgers Scarlet Knight. I like their, like the color scheme, the black and the red. Mm-hmm. I also like the fact that they have that, big R on their singlet. I mean, it's just oversized.
Yeah,
so you have big time oversized, and they look really cool in a black singlet here with that red R on there. And sometimes you get the state of New Jersey in there, but that R, no other school kind of has that, uses that letter so prominently as Rutgers does, that I'm aware of anyway, and certainly not in wrestling. So the big R singlet here for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight's kind of a cool look.
You know what I like about that is that they go ahead and they kind of tie in with the theme of New Jersey, because if I love hockey, the New Jersey Devils have that kind of same color scheme. So I like how Rutgers is sort of, following in that same mindset with the colors of New Jersey.
Yeah, you bet. Well, black leather and a nice red scarf would you could be looking perfect here for a Rutgers. You're going to look good in the rack. So anyway, the next one is Michigan. I like that block M. Mm-hmm. That block M look, the same look that you'd have in the middle of the stadium there in the big house, and I like how it's just about the right size, right there on the chest and all that stuff, and they've changed up the look a little bit with a little bit of the gold and the black, but always looks good. Maize and blue always looks good with a good, solid warm up here. Cliff Keen warm ups that they have there, that looks really solid. That's a nice look that it's always been here. Sometimes they've had the shoulder stripe there, but Michigan across the front, and is a pretty cool look.
Well, and then also too, like I love varsity jackets, and I think it's so cool when you have the big block M, with the maize and blue. I mean, that's just so slick in my vantage point.
Yeah, and they show up with their leather jackets on when they come to town. So the next one, is Illinois. I like that blue and that orange look. I'm reminded of that block eye, that they have. It's oversized. It's a great look. It's been there. I think Mark Johnson, when he brought that to the Illini, was a really solid look, and Jim Heffernan has kept it there. So it's not printed out anywhere. It's just a good block eye, and that's a nice look. I like also the fact that they wear blue, in the with the orange block eye, and then in the national finals or the Big Ten finals, seeing Isaiah Martinez out there in the orange singlet here, which always look. I'm not a big fan of the off colors.
The alternates, you mean?
Yeah, the off colors. But in a lot of the programs, it's up to the guys to do that. But I think it's a really cool look with the orange singlet there and the blue. I think that's really kind of neat.
Well, yeah, with the Illini, though, I have a special place in my heart because of the fact that, I'm a diehard Chicago Bears fan. Papa Bear Hallis went to Illinois. Good. I mean, that navy and orange, I mean, that's just beautiful in my standpoint, Jim. Yeah,
it looks good. So the next one I have was the I like the Buckeyes look. They're probably a little bit more. They can go out there wearing white. They can go out there wearing gray. They go out there wearing, the scarlet. They wear they even wear black, and it's kind of it's a neat look, and it was pretty cool a few years back here when Tom Ryan brought the team out there. In the robes, with the block O right there. I thought that was a good gear look, So that's neat. I wore robes when I was in college at Iowa State, and people are always saying, why did you ever move away from it? Robes are difficult to warm up in.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But after the match, there's nothing better than just heavy robe, towel underneath, or a hooded sweatshirt right there, hanging out, watching your teammates compete. So I like that Ohio State multicolored look. They're one of they'll wear a different color almost every round of the national tournament, and then. But I also like the fact that they brought the robes out. That was a cool look.
Well, and Jim, too, I love wearing suits, without a doubt. And Tom Ryan from Ohio State, that guy knows how to dress. His suits are impeccable, so it doesn't surprise me that Ohio State has a nice sense of, as I like to call it, swag when it comes to they step on the mat.
Yeah, Tom he has that look. He's got that gray suit, never usually wears a tie. It's kind of his look. Not a lot of competition in the Big Ten for that. But that's understandable. But he has a good professional look there to him, and I understand why you would bring that up here. He's got it looks about like what you would look like there too.
And
it's
a
pretty
youngster
cool.
too, Sean Bourmet. I think Sean Bourmet getting back to Michigan, he's got a nice sense of style. Fitted suits. He's just there. He's locked in doing what he's got to do. But Sean Bourmet's got some good taste there as well.
Yeah, he looks. All those coaches look really good when they decide to dress up. They're fit for no matter what age you got. The guys that are out there representing their programs, they fit. They look good in good clothes.
And speaking of looking good, I know you're number one. What is it?
Well, I had a tough time on this because, singlet wise, I'm going to go with Penn State's look, and it's the same look that they were wearing back in the '80s. The white. Band around the waist. You're seeing a lot of high school programs start to duplicate that look. So you're going up to, you've got your program at a really high level when everybody's duplicating your look here as far as that noticeable band around the waist with the off color with the white that they have, and then Penn State across the front, and those savages out there that have represented the program there, these tough guys have really made that look. So it's pretty cool. But I'm also going to go and mention Iowa's warm-up. I think that is the coolest the warm-up that they have when they walk out there, and they don't run out there. They walk out there usually, all right? And the IOWA, that's a look that has been around pre-Dan Gable, that goes back to, you look at someone like Dan Sherman, who won a national championship. I can't remember what it was, but he had that look, and wrestling for Kurtelmeyer. And it might go back to McCluskey or some of those Iowa coaches for way back. It's something that Coach Gable didn't change. He just made it even more popular, but it's that warm-up that they have, and then they always wear the full yellow when they're warming up out there. They either got their warm-up jacket on, but they got the full yellow sweatsuit, all right? And on that sweatsuit there, they got the Iowa wrestling logo, and it's usually some sort of knockoff on Herky in a wrestling stance. So that's a great look too. So for the singlet, I'm going to split baby in the bathroom. Yeah, I'm going to split. I'm going to go with Penn State, and you're seeing that popular look with the band around the waist right there. And for the warm up, it's just no contest here. It's Iowa.
Well, you got some honorable mentions as well, some that you want to go ahead and also talk about as well that didn't make the cut, quote unquote, but that you're fond of.
Yeah, I think you sit there, kind of talking about the mascots, Brutus looks like he could go a few periods. You take a look at, of course, Herky is usually more slender.
Yeah.
The lion is pretty cool because he's wagging that tail and all that stuff. But my favorite mascot, the guy that looks like he could go all 7 minutes, is the Michigan State mascot.
Sparty, yeah, no doubt.
He looks like he can go.
He's definitely intense. And also, from my standpoint, fashion-wise, my personal favorite, and I don't have anyone that I know that's gone to Northwestern, but it's Northwestern. I love the colors. I like purple. I like the white, and I like the black and the purple. Those colors really vibe with me. I don't know, something about it that stands out in my estimation.
Like I said, I certainly would. I don't feel like I'm an expert in this category. All right, so you're getting me out of my, out of my range of motion here. But that's after watching it, it's kind of fun to just the guys that are wearing things that you'd say, yeah, that's it's the traditional look are really the ones that I favor, I guess.
Now we got some good style in the Big Ten Conference. That's no doubt. He's Jim Gibbons. I'm Ray Flores.